Mrs. Moore's third grade class wants to go on a field trip to the Science Museum. The cost of the trip totals $245. The class can earn money by running the school store for 6 weeks. The students can earn $15 each week if they run the store. How much more money does the third grade still need to earn to pay for their trip? Write an equation to represent the situation. And keep working. So as soon as the three of you are finished, you all use the same strategy, and I think that's very interesting. So as soon as you're finished, I want you to talk to each other about how and why you chose that strategy, okay? Okay, so I want you to explain this to me. So tell me how you got 90. Can you show that work for me? Thank you.
What Emmanuel did was he knew that there it was 6 times 15, but he couldn't. But since he didn't know 6 times 15, he broke apart the 15 to 10 and 5, and then he did 10 times 6 equals 60. Then 5 times 6 equals 30, and 30 plus 60 equals 90.
And then what did he do?
And then he did 90 minus the total amount of money that they need to get the field trip. And so he did 245 minus 90.
Emmanuel, I'm going to go to you. How did you know to multiply 6 times 15?
Because the paper said that they earn $15 each week if they run the school store, and they run the school store for 6 weeks, so I thought I had to multiply 6 times 15.
I want you to take a look at Victoria's. Hers looks similar but a little bit different than Emmanuel's. Similar but different. What can we see? Kaylin, can you see from there?
Yeah, I see that when she didn't know what 6 times 15 is, she did 3 times 5 because she knows that 3 times 5 is 15. So then she did 6 times 5 equals 30, and she did 30 times 3 equals 40. I mean 90.
90, right? 30 times 3 is 90. And then she did what everybody else did. She subtracted it from the total, 245. So one of my students chose to use the associative property. Again, she knew very well that it was a multiplication problem. The $15 per week times the 6 weeks would give her, again, she did not know that multiplication fact, so she then, in fact, chose to decompose the 15 into a 5 times 3 multiplication problem. Then she took and she did 6 times 5 with the parentheses around it. Then she was going to, again, times the 3. So her 6 times 5 equals 30, times the 3 would equal the 90. Then, again, subtract that from the total amount of the trip, which equals $155 left. So in the classroom, when we're done solving a problem, I tend to have 2 or 3 students come up with their work, and instead of having the child themselves describe what they've done, the students in the class will look at their work, their whiteboard, and then they'll explain to the class what they think was done on this problem, why they think that they have done this problem. And we go through all 3. The children also have an opportunity to agree or disagree with each other, and in often cases they will disagree about the strategies they used or why. It's a great opportunity for students to be able to build their knowledge and really understand conceptually how to move on to the next step. If they're at a level 1, what they need to do to move on to a level 2 or a level 3 way of solving the problem.